You don't need to consume more. You don't need to learn more. You don't need to listen to more. You don't need to read more. You don't need to watch more. The biggest gap between you and getting results isn't knowledge. It isn't learning what you don't know, or even discovering what you don't know. It's none of that. The biggest gap and the biggest thing that you can do to make a change in your life is to start, is to literally just take the action. Just begin the process. That's it. Too often, myself included, and I would say that I'm talking to myself and I've learned the lesson over and over and over again, that the problem isn't what you don't know. The problem is the actions that you aren't taking. You just need to take the action. You need to get in the game. You need to enter the arena and start doing stuff. And no, it does not mean by any stretch of the imagination that it is going to be perfect. But you need to ready, fire, aim. Correct as you go through. Work it out as you continue through the process. Because while you're spending the time working out the perfect workout plan, or the perfect eating plan, or the perfect nutrition style, or whatever the fuck it might be, acquiring the perfect equipment and gadgets and so on and so forth, you could have been halfway to your results, halfway to your goals, by just starting, by just doing the work, by getting into the arena, by getting in and actually starting. Could have been halfway done by now. So you just need to stop looking for the perfect answer, stop looking for the perfect execution, and just begin. Just get in and do it. You would know enough, I am sure, you would know enough to have just begun, to have started the process. You would have enough knowledge to get going, to get moving. So that's what is required. And look, if you don't, here, I'll give you the quick rundown. I'll give you the quickest rundown possible. And honestly, if you just do this, your whole life will change. Guaranteed. Fucking guaranteed. If you do this with effort, everything in your life will get better. So here it is. What is required? Get 10% of your body weight. Literally just 10%. Or more. More's better, but start with 10 and go for a weighted walk. 22.5 minutes out, and make sure you cover the same distance in 22.5 minutes back. That's it. Start there. Then start lifting weights. Lift weights every single day. Push yourself. Challenge yourself. Find something that challenges you and really gets you working. Build that lean, dense muscle by lifting weights. Next, drink 4 liters of water a day. Pretty straightforward. Don't need to add much to that. Just drink 4 liters of water. If you want to make it complex and add things to it, so be it. But you don't need to. Just drink 4 liters of water. Take a daily photo. Bonus points. Share it with someone. Share it with social media. Share it with me. Share it with someone. But take a daily photo. And then eat an animal-based diet. Eat meat, eat fruit, eat sweet potato, and nothing else. You do this every day for 30, 60, 90, 126 days. Guarantee you your whole life will change. And look, we can refine the process as we go through, but just fucking start. The biggest gap is that you aren't starting. The biggest gap is that you're trying to absorb as much knowledge as possible. Or if you want it perfect, if you want it dialed into the 9th degree, shoot me a message. Let's do that. I'll take care of that side for you, as long as you just fucking do it. As long as you actually show up and do the work. The gap is not in the knowledge. The gap is in the action. The gap is in the effort and the execution. That's it. You don't need to jump to another plan. You don't need to jump to whatever the next perfect in thing is. You don't need the latest technology. You just need to do this every single day. You just need to follow the fuck through. You need to just actually do the work that is required. You need to just show up and commit to doing the work. The gap is in the action. The gap is in that you're not actually doing the work. The gap is that you haven't shown up and done what is required. That's the gap. Not that you don't know how, not that you don't have all the knowledge, it's that you haven't taken the action. The gap is in that you haven't shown up and made a decision that you are going to do the work, that you're trying to find the next answer. It is the highest form of procrastination. It is the highest form of delaying actually getting the results because you're scared. I often think it's because you're scared, that you're looking for, oh, I'm not quite ready for it. Let me do some more research. Let me ask some more questions. Let me read some more books, watch some more videos, whatever the fuck it might be, because you're afraid of what happens. You're afraid of if you actually commit, if you actually show up, if you actually do the work, what could happen? The answer is you'll get the results that you want. You'll get what you have been seeking. You'll actually achieve everything that you've been after. That is the answer. But you have to make the decision and actually do the work. Because everything you want is on the other side of the action, of the decision, and the follow-through. So the bigger question then becomes is, why do you think you need more information? And what are you hiding from by delaying it, by saying that you don't have enough information? What are you running from by doing that? Because you have it. You have the answers. I'm guaranteeing you do. And imperfect action will deliver way more results, way better fucking results than perfect plans that are never executed. The man in the arena who does it, who shows up, who is working his ass off, who is giving effort, blood, sweat, and tears, that man is 1,000 miles ahead of the man who is still, tying up the perfect laces and getting the perfect plan in action. Because what I've found from my own experience and from watching others is the people who constantly want the perfect plan never even get started in the race. The race is over before they've begun because they want to keep refining. They want to keep searching for the perfect answer. That's not the fucking answer. That's not the way. That's not how you progress forward. You just have to show up and win the day. Show up with effort and consistency. That's how you win. That's how you get it done. That's how you progress forward. That's the answer. That you need to stop looking for the perfect answer. The perfect answer is just do it. Especially when it comes to health and fitness. Especially when it comes to that. Just fucking do it. Consistency and effort will trump everything else. It'll trump all the perfect plans, all the other stuff, dialing in your technique to the 9th degree, all of that, unless you are truly experienced and truly an advanced lifter or an advanced fitness enthusiast. Just fucking do it. All those little tweaks, all those, extra fine details and refining the process do not apply to you until you have built up a base level of just effort and consistency. And even then, more often than not, I have found that most people will get better results from just consistency and effort and not program hopping, not jumping around, not seeking the next best thing, just fucking doing it consistently. Showing up day in and day out, hands and daylight, just giving consistent effort every single day, as much as you can give every single day, will deliver much, much better results than pretty much anything else. So that's what is required. That you just show up and you win that day, and then you win the next day, and then you win the next day, and then so on and so forth, till you've stacked enough fucking wins and you're like, holy shit, look how far I've come, look how much I have achieved, look where I have ended up, purely from effort. It's like that old one as well. It falls under the same category, I think. Effort beats talent every time when talent doesn't work. So, yeah, even if you did figure out the perfect plan and you had everything dialed into the 9th degree, if you still don't give effort, if you don't show the fuck up, if you don't deliver on that, of course it's not going to work. Of course you're not going to get the results. Of course someone who is just showing up and giving everything they have is going to get better results than you. Because that's the answer. That's the whole fucking key to this kingdom, is that you just give effort, you give hands and daylight, that you show up and do fucking work. That's the answer. So I can't make it any clearer. I can't make it any simpler. You do not require anything more. You do not require more knowledge. And also, so frequently it comes up. Pay someone to shortcut it. Pay someone to shortcut you to success. Find someone who is good, who is trustworthy, who has a track record, who is going to deliver results, and pay them to shortcut you to the results. Because I get people who ask me all the time, and I'm like, everything I know within reason is on the internet. Hell, half of the stuff I teach, I give away right here. So you can spend the time researching and learning and finding all the answers, or you could bypass it and pay someone like myself to give you the answers. And not just the broad spectrum answers, but the specific dialed in answer, and then more than anything, hold you fucking accountable to actually doing said work. As I said, it's all well and good to seek a perfect plan, but the difference is, are you actually going to do it? Are you actually going to show up and follow through? 90% of my job is accountability to the standards you set. That we are going to set some standards really fucking high, and we're going to hold you accountable to them. You're going to show up and you're going to win those days, and you're going to win them over and over and over again. But it's about setting that standard for yourself and reaching whatever level you're at. It's not about researching more. It's not about discovering more. It's not about finding more. It's just execution. I was talking to a friend that, we set up trackers for ourselves on the next phase. They're joining me in their own version of 126 to Greatness for phase 3. And they were like, oh, what kind of tracker? Should we put together a tracker for it? And I'm like, okay, that sounds great. And they're like, what do you need in your tracker? What do you do every single day? And I sent them the list, and they were like, oh, isn't that too much? And I'm like, it's all getting done. Isn't that the thing that matters? And yeah, this next phase, as I discussed before, the phase 3 is, it hurts. It's kicking the shit out of me. It's hard. I am struggling. I am on fucking struggle street right now. And that was the fucking point. And that was the whole reason for it. Even as we drive home now, my mind is in overdrive of trying to get me to sedate, because I keep denying it. And that's the point. Every time I say no, fuck no, I get better. I get stronger. And you can't learn these lessons from a book. You can't learn them even from me telling you about them. You can get a kind of an idea, but you can only truly develop this skill and learn these lessons by fucking doing the work. By showing up and winning that day. By being that man. By having those voices that tell you to just give in, just to take it easy, to just enjoy, to sedate with that. And you say, fuck no, because that doesn't serve my highest good. That does not push me towards what I need to do. It doesn't help me reach my goals. So you just say no. So yeah, every time I want to give in, every time it's screaming at me. And, These are the days when it matters the most. I'm tired. I am exhausted. And that voice is screaming at me to make that change, to do that. And I'm just saying, no, I will not give up. I will not quit. I will stand strong on the things I said I would do. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm holding strong. Because that is what is required. That is what is necessary. And that is what has to be done right now. So, but you have to learn those skills from experience. You don't need more knowledge. You don't need to look up more things. You don't need to scour the internet for more information. What you need to do is just commit. What you need to do is just show up. What you need to do is just do the work. That is the answer. And that's how you get better. From doing the work, from showing up and winning the day. Because that's it. If you can just start with imperfect action and effort and follow through, I guarantee you will start seeing results. If you give hands and daylight, if you just begin the process and you push through the struggle. Because, hint, hint, big secret here, having the perfect plan will not make the struggle any less. You are not reducing your struggle. You are not reducing the difficulty. You are not reducing the effort required by delaying this. You are just delaying it. If anything, you are potentially making it harder. So just commit. Just go all in. Just start. Start the process. Begin the journey. Get in and take imperfect action. But imperfect action with massive fucking effort. And things will get better. And you'll start to see the results. And things will progress. And look, you can tweak along the way. You can adjust along the way. But it just fucking starts with you doing the work. And beginning the process. And getting in and starting that. That's where it begins. So, are you ready for that? Are you ready to begin the process? To see who you can become? Because I think you could be someone great. I think you could achieve incredible things if you were just willing to start the process. So shoot me a message. Let's get you into chasing greatness. Let's start the process properly. Let's do the work and see who you can become. If you're not quite there yet, click the link in my bio. Grab my top 10 tools to transform your mental toughness. Lastly, if this spoke to you, if you know someone who needs to hear this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm here every single day, sharing from the front, sharing from my life experiences as I go through this process. And I'll be back again tomorrow. Until then.